Alright, Raw. Let's talk about Raw. Started off with the Battle Royal. 20-man Battle Royal to crown a United States champion. Dean Ambrose was defending. Well, I didn't see actually a point to it because it wasn't built. It should have been something that was built, for next week or something like that. If you want to make the United States title actually mean something, but who am I kidding? The title doesn't mean anything. Sheamus won. He won the United States title for the second time. The fans were actually into it. They actually liked Sheamus as champion. There were a few boos, but him winning the title actually, got a good reaction. I thought it was going to get like a lot of boos, a lot of people were going to hate it, but there were actually still a few Sheamus fans, which is really good. I'm glad that Sheamus won the United States title. I'm glad that the title is away from Dean Ambrose now, that now Sheamus might, actually start defending it now. I don't know, hopefully. But here's what I think. Here's what I hope that should happen. Here's what I hope that would happen. Okay. So, Evolution wants to get Sheamus in. People already know that Sheamus is Triple H's guy, and that he's really good friends with Triple H and John Cena and whatever. So Evolution tries to recruit Sheamus, and with a swerve, they would turn on Sheamus because what Triple H wants to do is he wants to recruit Wade Barrett, and it was an ambush all the time, all along, and the point of this is that Wade Barrett would face Sheamus to unify the secondary titles, retire the United States title and keep the Intercontinental title. Little idea that I hope would happen. But either way, no matter what way they would unify those two titles, I'm up for. So yeah, there you go with that. So yeah, Sheamus won, cut a promo backstage. Then let's see what happened next. I'm guessing Ryback. Yeah. No, wait a minute. What happened here? Okay. Yeah. Adam Rose promo. Good vignette. Then they showed footage from what happened last week. Then the freaking stupid promo, a stupid backstage segment with Stephanie and Bryan. I'm hoping Kane does not face Cesaro. I really, really hope that doesn't happen. What am I saying? Kane versus Cesaro. I mean Kane versus Bryan. Jeez, I'm off topic because I just fast forwarded to the Cesaro segment. I really hope that Kane doesn't face Daniel Bryan at Payback. I really hope that they face one another on Raw next week or something like that. Just to get it out of the way, or maybe on Main Event. Help Main Event's rating get up a little bit. But I really don't want to see them at Payback. What I want to see is Bray versus Cena versus Bryan for the WWE title, because I don't want to see Bray versus Cena again, and I don't want to see Bryan versus Kane. So put those three against one another, and if you want to add Kane, that's fine. Make it a fatal four-way. Doesn't matter. You can eliminate Kane at the first 5 minutes, and then you can let those three slug it out for a bit, and then the final two would be Bray versus Bryan. Yeah, that would be great. I would actually enjoy that. So then we had RVD versus Cesaro, and here is the promo. It was actually in Philadelphia, so you can tell, it's an ECW crowd. Paul Heyman comes out, everyone is like, yay! Alright. Okay. I don't know if you could hear that, but basically Paul Heyman came out and he was like, breaking news! And if you guys haven't actually noticed, My client, Brock Lesnar, it was the one who conquered Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania. Awesome, awesome. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, Cesaro then came out. He had a great match with RVD. Actually, this is the match that I was hoping that would happen at Extreme Rules, but instead we got him against Swagger as well in a triple threat match. Shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have happened. But anyways, next match is well, actually we had a segment, you know, a Bray Wyatt segment. Bray Wyatt, awesome as always, recapping what happened in Extreme Rules. Really awesome. Bray is always great. Then there was another. Actually, they kept doing that all you know, all through the night. They were promoting the Intercontinental title match. I kind of liked, but they were just shoving it down our throats. I mean, are we really want to? Do you really want to see Big E versus Wade Barrett? Is that really a match that you're looking forward to see? But at least they're trying. They're trying, you know? This is the problem that I have with WWE. Sometimes when they promote something, they promote it really, really hard. Like, so much that you're just sick of it once it happens. Like, I remember when Lesnar was feuding with Triple H and they kept airing the vignette over and over again. I remember with CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, airing the vignette over and over again, always the same vignette, week after week after week. Remember the Undertaker versus Triple H, you know, week after week after week. Oh, it was a great match. Oh. You know, it just devalues the match. I really don't like it. And by the way, earlier after like the Battle Royal, Triple H said that Wyatts are gonna face the Shield at the main event. So yeah, there's something that I look forward to. That's something that that you should promote, you know, as much as you can. Then the Rhodes brothers faced Ryback. It was an okay match, but it was just yeah, I don't know. Actually, it was Cody Rhodes versus Ryback. It wasn't a tag team match. It was okay. I remember Rhodes tried to do like this the devastating, well, the beautiful disaster. Then I think he got caught, powerbombed, I think, and then you know what happened? What happened in that match? I forgot. That's how bad the match was. It just I forgot it. It was just like okay, whatever. Yeah, Ryback won. It added to the storyline that the Rhodes brothers are going to break up. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope Goldust is the one that turns heel, because Cody just turned face. You know, not even 6 months ago. So keep him face. You know, if you're gonna turn anybody, you got to turn Goldust heel. But not just yet, because it's not a match that I want to see like on a pay-per-view. Not just yet. There's so many matches that I want to see. And then cut backstage. Stephanie again with Daniel Bryan. This is stupid. Really, like everyone says, it's a stupid storyline. I really hate it. Then we had a Los Matadores segment. It was good. I enjoyed it with 3MB. 3MB is a lot of fun. They're the type of guys that can get away with a lot of stupid stuff. I commented about it on Facebook. It's just I love 3MB. They're great. They can do whatever and just get away with anything. I really enjoyed this segment. After that, we had a Bo Dallas vignette. I love Bo Dallas. I loved him in NXT. Not that good in the ring though. I don't enjoy his matches, but I do enjoy his character, and I hope he gets that methodical build like he did in NXT. I really hope that he doesn't turn heel like the next week, because the NXT really did do him a lot of justice. Okay, next we had a Rusev squash against Kofi. It looked like Kofi was going to win, but it was just a little tease. Yeah, here's the problem with Rusev. Jim Cornette talked about this before, and I totally agree with him. When a guy keeps squashing guys week after week after week, you know, in 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 2 minutes, then the next week you see him having trouble with the guys. You know, start to beat guys in 3 minutes, in 5 minutes, then in 10 minutes. Then he starts to look like he's going to lose, and it starts to be a more competitive match. People are going to start thinking this guy's getting worse. It's hard to have a guy like that, you know, unless he's booked right, like Goldberg, for example. It's hard to keep that type of aura maintained for a really long time. So here's hoping that Rusev gets some sort of storyline that he can sink his teeth into, just so that people start forgetting that he's just the guy in squash matches. Okay, then the worst segment I've seen in years. Okay. Well, it was the first part of like, you know, it was an actual segment, but it was like the first part of it. Okay. The first part of it was Daniel Bryan was about to leave. Then Stephanie came in, and he got into his car. Then Stephanie came in. Ooh, you scared us, pa pa pa. Oh, you scared us. She's like, oh, you got a match right now. If you don't face Alberto Del Rio right now, then I'm going to strip you away from the title. Daniel Bryan's like, okay, fine. Bree, stay in the car. I'm going. Smart. He faces. Well, actually, no. Bree actually came with him. Now that I've replayed the show. Basically, he came out with Bree. He faced Alberto Del Rio in a very good match, a very competitive match. But you can tell that Del Rio is just hating the state that he's in right now. Not the, you know, just the position that he's in right now. He's just, you know, miserable. It really, I can really tell, and I really feel bad for Del Rio. They had a really competitive match that went on for like 12 minutes, and yeah, it was good. Daniel Bryan won, which was good. Alberto Del Rio did look good at the end of the match, even though that he lost. Then Kane Pyro, Daniel Bryan ran away. I get it. He's got someone to protect. You know, he can't protect her and at the same time fight off Kane. It's different. I get that. The whole storyline should have been just that match. That's it. You don't... Anyways. Then he left. Then the second part of the segment. Really the worst segment that I've seen in years. Years. Daniel Bryan got into the car. Bree would not shut the fuck up. Now, I don't mind cheesy storylines. I don't mind that kind of stuff. I really enjoy that kind of stuff, actually. I remember when Kane set Jim Ross on fire. I liked that. When he was, you know, electrocuting Shane's balls. When Shane, and this is what I was thinking about, Shane and Kane, you know, they were fighting in the limo, and then Kane was like inside the limo, and Shane locked the limo, and then he put it on hyperdrive, and then it just rammed into the truck. I like that. I like storylines like that, but this segment was fucking stupid. Because Bree would not shut the fuck up. She is the main reason why it sucked. Bree sucks. She would not shut the fuck up. She's like, ow, ow. And here, listen to this. Listen to this. You're going to feel my pain. You see? That's what I'm talking about. Imagine that for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes that was going on. 5 minutes. Anyways, we had Big E then versus Wade Barrett. They actually had a pretty good match. It was a better match than they had at Extreme Rules. Barrett retained. Next. Debut of Adam Rose. A lot of people said it was stupid, you know. But I think the reason for that is because NXT is much more intimate. That's the reason why it looks much more grand. But this is a bigger show. So that's the reason why. Next we had the Wyatts versus Shield Part 4. What can I say? Another great match in the series of the matches that they've had. And at the end, the Wyatts won, making it 3-1. Evolution, then Evolution came in and put a beat down on the Shield. Basic. I like that. More of that, please. So, good show. Worst segment in the world. And a few good matches. So, I'd give it a B.